Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm May, and I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
It passed. But I think I will sneeze in like a second. And today we have a hodgepodge. I'm going to talk about a few feel-good stories, actually, for once. I'm going to talk about John Bon Jovi being a hero. You might have seen that in the news. I'll tell you more about it. I'm also going to talk about the New Hampshire governor saved somebody.
Another
doing
hero.
Something extremely New England. And I also want to talk about citizens arresting somebody.
Jurors.
The rural jurors.
I'm talking about Moo Deng. Talking about a feel-good story.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get into why people like Moo Deng, the pygmy hippo, so much. And then a surprising reason you might be beating the shit out of people on airplanes. It's pretty surprising.
You specifically.
All right, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold
from
on.
that.
Two stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
You never sneezed.
I never sneezed,
I think
so
that's like a curse or something.
it'll happen. I gotta like stare at the light or something. I don't know. How's that?
I don't know,
How's
but
that
what is
saying?
some like proverb?
Yeah, some
Proverb. Psalms 3.
Chinese proverb.
Psalm 3:13. That means like your soul just died or something.
Yeah.
You didn't
Well,
sneeze.
you know,
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
had a good run.
Yeah. Give it to the kid.
I'm officially a Brooklyn resident.
Yay!
Yay.
Welcome. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yes. So, undisclosed neighborhood, although whatever. you guys probably
you could
know.
probably piece it together if you care that much.
Anyway, yeah, it's been great.
Remember when you sent an email for a show to like everybody who subscribes to the like Mark's information with your address on it?
Yes.
Remember that? We can reference that now because you no longer live there.
Right. Yeah.
That was a good time. Don't do that again.
I won't do that again. Although people could probably figure it out.
I'm sure they could. You're gonna have like those celebrity bus tours outside. You're like,
Right. And we're just gonna be arguing outside and there's like a rotting pumpkin. It's fucking it's
February.
April. We're wicked disheveled.
We live here. Oh my God, you should put a pumpkin out there.
We will put a pumpkin out there. What are you kidding? Of course we
Oh my
will.
God.
Mhm.
But it's like, 'tis the season. It's almost
know.
time. You're fucking up.
I know. Well, I think I'm gonna
We should carve a pumpkin tonight.
You know what? Is the farmer's market on Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday.
I'm out of town.
I also don't think they have like pumpkins to carve.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like they have like other gourds, but I don't remember seeing like carving pumpkins
Yeah.
there.
Well, there's
I think you
people
might just
still,
have to go to fucking Stop and Shop.
Okay.
you might have to go get a name brand or generic brand pumpkin.
One time for one of our old apartments, we bought a pumpkin and we we realized we still had this pumpkin in literally like May. But it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't rotting. So we were just seeing how long it was going to go.
Wait, ew. Did you, was it like fine? Like
It was like fine.
You must have just carved the insides out really well.
Yeah, it
or
was just like
something.
very much preserved.
Yeah, because that was not the case.
Yeah.
When we were in Texas, we put them out and it's like 95 degrees in October. The pumpkins within like a day and a half would just rot.
Yeah.
Just completely rotten. And they'd like melt down.
Oh my God.
It's just so gross.
Horrifying. Yeah, so if you see a really nice neighborhood where everyone's front stoops look beautiful except for one where there's a bunch of rotting pumpkins on them and it's December, that's our house.
That's your place. I'm jealous of that though because I live in an apartment and they would really be upset if we started putting pumpkins in the hall.
Yes, they would.
They're like, please stop. How about a nice drawing of a pumpkin? You can do that.
Do you guys have little kid trick-or-treaters here?
We do. We get to put a sign on our door that indicates that we have candy. And
Oh, that's cute.
You can ring the bell. But there's not enough kids in this apartment.
Oh,
given.
really? Yeah.
There are some, but they just don't
Okay.
they don't really go about. Like we'll get like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
And then I'm stuck with a bowl of candy. And I'm like,
I think when my
Great.
kid comes of age, we're going to go to Needham, Massachusetts, where my sister
yeah,
lives.
that's where
Yeah.
my ex-boyfend lives. I know Needham.
Oh,
That's
Needham's great.
It's a good trick-or-treating location right
Oh,
there. That's
yeah.
full-size candy bar neighborhood.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
good.
And it's safer anyway. And we could just enjoy ourselves and not like knock on a door and be like, please don't shoot me.
Yeah. What? No, we're not here to sell drugs.
Right.
What? I don't care if you ordered them.
So anyway, big exciting news. We are
Yay.
very happy.
We're excited to have you.
Yes. Same. Excited to be here. Do you want to talk your story first? I can start with John Bon Jovi.
Let's start. Well, no, let's start off with Moo Deng.
Okay.
Moo Deng, I think, arguably the most famous character in all of our stories.
Right now,
Right
maybe.
now, John Bon Jovi is getting slapped by Moo Deng. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Moo Deng is I love saying Moo Deng is a female pygmy hippo, which was born in July at the Khao Kyo Open Zoo in Chonburi, Thailand.
Great. Nailed it.
She is the 7th baby born at the zoo to her mother, Jonah, who is 25 years old. Her mom is, that's like a normal adult age to have a kid.
I see. I don't know how long most animals are supposed to live.
Well, thank you for asking. Pygmy hippos can live to be 50.
Whoa. So Moo Deng is going to be fucking famous for
a while. Yeah. That started out strong, and it's not going anywhere. We're going to be tuning in. They're also an endangered species.
Oh.
Only 2,000 to 2,500 adults in
Oh my
existence.
God, they're going to say 20.
There's only 20. Then I would be like, I get it. I kind of don't understand why we give a shit about Moo Deng this much.
Yeah, she's cute, but I mean, have you seen my cat?
Have you seen like fucking baby tigers?
Anything. Anyone else?
So many things.
Yeah. Well, there's also that really famous penguin right now. It's like fluffy or something. It's like fluffy.
The chonky one.
Yes, I forget what his
fat
name is.
penguin. Let me look him up.
Yeah,
fat penguin. Yeah, the internet's been Pesto.
Pesto.
Pesto makes sense to me because it's a massive penguin chick.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen Pesto, go look it up right fucking now. This is Pesto standing amongst. Oh, get out of here, ad. I don't care. It's standing amongst all of its like other normal size adult penguins, and it's bigger.
Yeah.
Pesto's a couple months old, maybe.
Well, it looks so different too.
I don't know. I feel like that penguin fucked like an ostrich or something to have this. I think those penguins were cheating.
Maybe that's what they look like when they're babies, and then they grow into looking like real penguins. I don't know.
Yeah,
and she's just fucking huge.
I think I agree with you. I'm sure the fur or the feathers, the fur.
Yeah,
I'm really good at animals. I actually am. The feathers, I'm sure, will molt and like come in normal.
Yeah.
But this guy Pesto is already bigger than the adult penguins in the same enclosure.
So weird. So it's just like a genetic mutation.
I guess. I should have looked into this. Instead, I looked into Moo Deng, which did nothing. Moo Deng is just endangered. She eats 25 fish a day and weighs 21 kilograms. What?
Damn.
Wait, that's massive.
Yeah, that's big. What is kilograms into pounds?
Wow. I'm not. I think it's like 2 or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the Pesto is going to outweigh his foster parents, who average around 11 kilograms or 24 pounds. Okay, so if 11 kilograms is 24, it's probably about 50 pounds.
Damn, that's insane.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. So wait, what the fuck happened to Pesto? Oh, you're right. And then the fledgling period is why they have brown feathers.
Oh my God, Pesto is going to be huge.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, Moo Deng is just bouncy and wet. So wet.
So wet
Always.
Always just moist, slippery and bouncy. Bites people's knees. If you haven't seen, go look up some videos. Moo Deng is cute. I'll give her that. Like, I don't know why she's beating other animals, but she's doing pretty well. And people fucking love her.
They really do.
Whoa. That really escalated.
I think during an election year, we're just clinging on to anything wholesome. And we're like, great.
Yes, absolutely.
We love Moo Deng.
I think apparently it all started when the zookeeper had the kid, the baby, and they put her on social media to do a poll to name her. I think a lot of zoos have been doing this recently.
Okay.
And the video that they put with the poll got over 2.6 million views. Wow. And then someone translated it into English, and it really took off.
Yeah.
Like 20,000 people or something voted on the name. The options were Moo Deng, which means bouncy pork, Moo Sap, which means minced pork.
Oh no.
And Moo Deng, which is red pork.
Bouncy, for sure. Bouncy pork.
For sure, bouncy pork, but why are we calling her pork? She's a hippo.
Yeah, that's true.
Not pork.
Yeah, it wasn't pig. It was like fully pork.
Minced pork. I mean, unless this translation is off, which possibly, but no, all three options, they were like, I mean, you're pork. Moo Deng, I don't know what to tell you. You are pork.
That's
now,
so
what
weird.
kind of pork? Minced pork is the most ominous.
Yes.
What the
that's
fuck?
horrible. Bouncy is at least like, yeah, she's bouncy and you know,
cute
silly.
and alive. Minced is like,
Alive.
you're dead.
Right.
Red is like, you know how you have blood?
Yeah, right?
Moo Deng's like, Jesus Christ.
We're going to serve you raw, Moo Deng.
Like a little sashimi, but
Imagine-
pork.
Could you imagine if someone ate Moo Deng? It would be like the craziest
Oh.
story since Harambe.
Oh my God. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
People love her because she is wet and bouncy and bites knees. That's my checklist of things I was able to identify.
I think that's it.
That's
I mean,
pretty much it.
what else does she do?
Well, she is now a famous superstar because of the popularity of her online. A lot of people have been coming to the zoo, as you can imagine. And this is like a random Thai zoo.
Yeah.
It normally draws about like 3,000 or so visitors on a weekend. And one of the last 2 weekends or so, it drew in 10,000 visitors.
Wow.
So 3x. So the zoo is like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Moo Deng should be bouncy money. They also gave they set up a 24/7 live stream, which I decided to check out. And I felt like we could go and just watch the Moo Deng live stream together.
All right, what's she doing? Oh, she's sleeping.
Sleeping. Moo Deng is not in this. It's, I guess, like 4 a.m. on Friday
Okay.
in Thailand. So she is not even on the screen right now. But
How many people are watching?
422 people are watching. She's not even close.
Yeah, this hours away from Moo Deng showing.
There
up.
is no Moo Deng. We can go back and see like little bits of Moo Deng, like hours of Moo Deng not being there.
That's so
Oh, here we
funny.
go.
Where is she?
Oh, here we go. That's her mom.
Oh yeah, her mom is probably like, you know what? That's like the Trish Cyrus. in this
There's
situation.
Moo Deng.
There she is.
Looking wet. Just
she
like
loves her mom. That's
loves
so
her
nice.
mom. And yeah, a lot of people, 436 people now watching the 4 a.m. Thailand live stream of Moo Deng, us included, to be fair. And they're very active in the comments. Everybody's always has commentary on what she's up to. People think she should be getting a bigger pond for her and the mom.
Everyone's got opinions, don't they,
Everyone's
on
got
parenting?
Everyone's
Please.
Then someone else Tom Ripley was really on top of it. He's doing a lot of commenting. Tom, if you're listening, keep it up.
Is Tom Ripley just a random person?
I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. One person says, "Stay moist, baby girl," and then someone else says their Moo Deng T-shirt just came in the mail, and I'm wearing it while I watch. And then someone says, "We should put some little crocodiles in the pond to make Hippo's life more exciting, like in nature."
Okay.
Anyway,
It is kind of funny. It's just a random hippo, but I feel like if I went to that zoo and I saw it, I'd be like, oh my gosh, Moo Deng!
100% lose it. Absolutely. And people have been acting up. That's a good segue. When people come to the zoo, they lose their mind because she is just a superstar. And they've been throwing shit at her.
No!
Throwing water and other objects at the baby hippo to get her to react.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I know. So the zoo director is like, we're going to sue you?
Oh no.
And now people are actually, part of the reason I decided to do this story is because people were like protesting Moo Deng.
Protesting Moo Deng?
Not
What?
like protesting on the streets, but like online. Like they were getting upset about the whole thing.
Why?
Because they said that it's zoos in general are unethical and she should be out in the wild and that it was dangerous for her to be there and that also the Khao Kyo Open Zoo, Jesus, is not a good location. Like they're bad to animals.
Oof.
Yes, because apparently when you go there, you are allowed to have direct contact with some of the animals. Like you can pet the kangaroos and lemurs and elephants and penguins. Sounds awesome.
It does. I want to go.
Sounds fucking awesome.
In Thailand,
But-
it's so fun.
I know. Thailand is like, you have to be really careful about it just because they don't give a shit.
Right.
They'll do
right.
whatever if you're going to give them some money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate to, that sounds fucked up to say, but it just is what it is.
Well, I remember in Australia we wanted to hold a kangaroo, or not a kangaroo. We did pet kangaroos and we did like interact with them, but we wanted to hold a koala. And like now there's some new rule where you can just like stand next to the koala or whatever. But then in some regions of the country, they don't even allow that. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And then like we saw them like pull the koala from its tree. It was like sleeping on a tree or whatever. And they would like pull it and it would just be like, meh.
Oh yeah, they're just like with their legs.
Yeah, and it was like so unhappy, and it would just like put it over to have all these photo ops with people, and we were like, oh, I feel so bad for the little guy.
No, for sure. When we went to Thailand, I paid out the asshole in order to find a place for us to like interact with the elephants in the most like in an approved manner.
Yeah.
And basically all you can do is feed them, which is plenty. Frankly, that was exhilarating. And I
mean, they're huge.
Massive.
Yeah.
So we were able to go and like take bananas and shit and like give them to the elephant, and the elephant would just take its trunk and be like, thank you.
That's so cool.
And then it would eat it, and then we could stand next to them and take pictures and stuff.
That's so fucking cool.
And they were like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But then like there's other versions you can do where you're able to like ride them and like go in the water with them, which frankly sounds not safe. First of all.
No, I'd be so scared. I'd be like, what if I fall off and it's gonna like, I don't know, step on me or something?
Yeah. And then second of all, it was also one of those things where I was like, that's for sure bad for the elephant because they're doing this all day, every day.
Yeah. That's not ideal.
Ooh. At least the food, I was like, they were separated from us with a fence and they could just walk away. Mm-hmm. So if they were like, I'm not feeling this anymore, they could just bounce.
Right.
So I was like, okay, this feels doable.
Right.
But apparently at Moo Deng Zoo, they don't give a shit. Minus now they have to protect Moo Deng because they're just getting skewered online otherwise. And they did actually do some stuff. They started limiting her days that are public exposure to Saturdays and Sundays only. And the visits are capped at 5 minutes. So I think they control the crowd that comes in and like every 5 minutes like circulates a new crowd in for 2 days of the week for her.
Okay.
That feels reasonable.
Do you have to pay top dollar this year?
Probably.
Yeah.
You better. And it should all go from. So people have been losing their mind online, as you can imagine. These are cakes that someone made.
Oh, that's so fun. I thought
Aren't
they were
those
baby ones. I was like,
adorable?
no way. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, a bakery made Moo Deng inspired cakes that are actually freaking adorable.
And is this in Thailand or here?
Can we like get one of those for your baby shower?
Yeah, we could.
Moo Deng
Moo
cake.
Deng one.
Moo Deng. And then Sephora in Thailand did a baby hippo blush series.
What? That's such a stretch. I love it.
It really
That's so
is. But
funny.
I'm obsessed. I saw this going around. Wear your blush like a baby hippo. And like they're not wrong. The hippo does have the rosy cheeks.
It does? Is that real? That's a real photo? Oh my god, that's so
I mean, they probably
funny.
they probably amped it up. They probably photoshopped this shit.
Wait, that's actually really smart. That's
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
And then
I
they
love
have
that.
like, you can use makeup by Mario.
Yeah.
And then famously, of course, if you haven't been living under a rock, you saw the SNL segment from last week where Bowen Yang plays Moo Deng, who's playing Chappell Roan.
That was so funny.
Dude, it was one of the better sketches they've done in a long time.
I agree. And I don't know if it's just because I've been so up to date on both of those drama. Not that Moo Deng is a drama, but Chappell Roan.
Moo
I'm a
Deng
Chappell
exists.
Roan. I'm like now this millennial that's saying Chappell Roan. But no, a Chappell Roan and the Moo Deng thing. So I knew about it. But I was like, I love that they had so much faith in the audience that they were like, clearly everyone knows about
both of these things
and can piece together what the fuck we're talking. Because imagine not knowing. I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So I did do a show at the Tiny Cupboard, which has a lot of like foreign people come there on Tuesday, and I did a joke about Moo Deng, and people were like, who?
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, Europe, come on, like get with the fucking picture.
They're like, we're busy living our lives.
Sorry, we're busy. I'm literally on vacation in New York. I haven't been online. I'm like, well, I have.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
Sorry,
fucking get with the picture.
Chronically online, like this comedian is. I don't
know why you're here. What, did you just not get to spend 4 to 5 hours on your phone before arriving at this show so I can reference what you just looked at on your phone?
It is so fucking sad. I actually have a joke about a meme I saw. And I'm like, I start the joke and I always explain to people, I'm like, how sad is this? I'm talking about something I saw on the internet to you guys we can all riff on the thing that I saw on the internet.
Yeah.
wow, I hate
Wow,
myself.
wow. We're gonna
Wow,
catch you
wow,
all
wow.
up. Well, I had to be like, okay, so it's a hippo, but little.
It's small, it's wet, it bounces.
It bounces, and they were like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Aren't you in your 30s?" I'm like, "Yes."
And like the Chappell Roan thing, it's like, no, people are mad at her because she had a mental breakdown, but like it's not the same as like the Free Britney thing for some fucking reason. And the same people that are like down with Free Britney are also like, get back on stage, you whore. And it's like, you know what? But like it's justified to them right now for some reason. But probably in like 20 years, if they do a docuseries and she like goes downhill, they'll feel totally different.
We're gonna look
and
back.
and they're not gonna have any proof. They're gonna be like, no, I never said that. I was always on her team. I was always on her. Like what? And it's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Very, very, like, Chappell Roan is a very new artist.
Yeah.
It's not like this is Shania Twain or someone who's been around forever.
She's been famous on like a large scale for probably a year. On a scale that it got to like me, probably like 7 months.
Yeah,
Something
at
like that.
best.
At
And then
best.
like for the normal Americans, like again, if she's not getting to us, like what are we doing?
We're chronically online.
Chronically online, and also we live in Brooklyn
Right.
now. Like that's what she's like a lesbian icon or something. They go towards Brooklyn. So I think like normal people, this is their first real brush with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So do we want to explain a little bit about what's
Yeah.
going on with her?
I didn't put notes down, but I remember.
I remember as well.
So Chappell Roan has been having like a number of mental breakdowns. I think the first one was when she was just saying that people kept approaching her in public.
Oh yes, I remember.
Right?
This. Yeah.
Wasn't that the first one?
That was the first. Yeah, that was the first one that I came across anyway.
Yeah, so she was getting quite famous, obviously, and people were excited, and she was getting pissed the fuck off that she couldn't like go to the mall anymore
Right.
because people would stop her to be excited to try to take pictures and stuff. And
By
she-
the way, someone made this point. This isn't an original thought, but she's such a shape shifter, like. Because she wears these elaborate outfits on stage and she's got this, you know, crazy hair. It's like you can like put that hair up and not wear makeup and wear like the outfit I'm wearing right now. And I guarantee you 90% of people would have no idea who you are.
Oh, I agree. I really feel like I don't think I'd recognize her.
No, I would be
You know,
like,
if
who is
she-
that frumpy lady?
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, this is a woman.
Right.
But yeah, you could hide yourself. Especially
could.
doesn't she live in LA? Right?
I have no idea.
Like people are used to it.
yeah. I mean, she's probably touring, so she doesn't really live anywhere right now.
That's
But
true. That's a good point.
You know what she doesn't get enough credit for? And I know she gets credit for it, but not enough in my opinion. How incredible her ass is.
Yeah.
She has the best fucking ass I've ever seen,
Let's pull
and
it
no
up.
one's talking about
Let's
it.
pull it up. Oh, hi, Moo
Like,
Deng.
I feel like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Chappell Roan, her music." I'm like, "Okay, but
How about
she got that
butt?
thing on her though." Like,
She got that thing on her.
I tried to show Mark, and I searched for a wicked long time, and I couldn't find a sufficient photo. And he was like, "I feel weird about how long it's taking you to find this photo."
It's a pretty nice picture.
It's the best ass in the world,
Yep.
and everyone's just glazing over it like it's no big deal.
Well, I'm glad that we finally spoke about the things that matter.
I know.
That's why you come to this podcast, because we don't brush over things.
We don't.
We don't. We give credit where credit's due.
She got a fat ass.
Oh, here we go. No, that's her niece. Damn
Yeah.
it. God damn it. I was like, look at those cheeks.
That's so funny. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, she's got a fucking caboose.
Yeah,
on this lady.
look her up. But don't try
Um,
to see her live because she's going to cancel on you.
Oh, that's the second thing. So first of all, I want to round out this in public thing. Like, I do sort of understand what she's saying. I think that we do need to give we need to treat celebrities like they're all in New York or LA, where we don't fucking talk to them.
Yeah.
You know,
or like be normal.
be normal, whatever. Because I mean, I definitely see her point. Like, if someone's coming up to her and wanting to touch her, it's like,
No. You don't get to touch anyone. At best, you can say like,
Yeah.
love your work, and then leave them
Yeah.
alone.
Right,
you know?
right. Or
At
can I
best.
have a photo? But like, even that is really fucking annoying. Because then
Yeah, read
celebrities
the room.
also, it's like you can't say, oh, that's crazy. But you can't
I'm
say,
just pulling up pictures of her ass while May talks.
yeah, they're out of this world, out
There
of
it
this
is.
world.
There's another one.
But it's insane that like, you know, if like Mark turns down a photo or whatever, which he has, like I remember one time he was telling me that obviously Mark is not Chappell Roan, but Mark does have fans.
He does fans, and they.
And he was in the airport, and some guy was like, "Oh, Mark," and he was like running to his gate, and he was like, "Oh yeah, comedy, whatever." And he was like, "Thanks," like da da da. And this guy was like, "Can I get a photo with you?" And he was like, "Sorry, like I gotta go." And he was like running to his gate. Plane is leaving. I gotta go. And the guy was just like, "Oh, really, dude?" I was like getting mad at him, and he was like, "Yes, really. I have to leave." And like, this is insane that you're mad at me. I gotta go. We're at an airport.
Are you new? Do you know why we're at airport? Do you know what's happening at every single one of these gates? Is planes depart.
Yeah.
Whether you're on them or not.
One of the funniest things about Mark is like how much of a man of the people he is. Like he frequently flies in the middle seat in like 34F.
But like, how does he not have enough status that that's not happening
anymore? Well, someone else books his flights, and I think that they're like comically...
Fired. I'm sorry, fired. Are you kidding me? He literally only flies places.
He only flies.
I can appreciate that he's not like, I'm not fucking Comfort Plus, but like, you're going to get upgraded because you're at a Million Mile Club. Diamond by shore.
You fly every single weekend. Who flies more than you? Like consultants, maybe?
There's
that's
a
basically
small percentage of people, working professionals, who will fly more. Like Matt usually gets upgraded because he does Delta, and they just are like, "Oh, you're back again. Would you like to fly this time?" And he says, "Not today, but maybe next time." And they put him in the front.
Right.
That's it.
But it is so funny. He's like, you have no idea how many times I've been in the middle seat, and people have been like, comedy, and then they're like, what are you doing back here? He's like, you fucking tell me, dude. I'm like, middle seat.
No idea. He's like on Spirit Airlines. He's like, I don't know. Apparently it was the best flight option.
I don't know, dude. But yeah, anyway, like so I can definitely understand her pain with that one.
Oh, of course.
For sure. Okay, what's the second one?
The second one was that she continued to cancel all of her concerts. And that's where I'm like, I get it. But the way you do that is super important because your fans are traveling and making their own life preparations. So you're not just fucking with yourself. Like, so famously she turned down, or she canceled these European dates and did the VMAs instead. Mm-hmm. And that one was one where everyone was like annoyed. She did it a little bit close too, where they were like, you knew ahead that you were going to do the VMA. So why did you not tell us?
Right. That's very annoying. That's like very annoying.
Extremely annoying.
And this might be a dumb question, but I assume there was no way in hell she could have made both.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm just thinking of
especially just because it was like VMAs in, I think, LA, I would imagine.
Right.
And then she had to get to Europe.
I see. Because I'm just thinking like
Taylor Swift would have.
Yeah, right. I was like,
Taylor Swift would have done fucking both.
Taylor Swift went to Japan and then flew back for the fucking Super Bowl the next day.
I know.
Not that she was performing at the Super Bowl, but you understand.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess, I don't know. So she did that. And then she has since then, she had this big issue where I don't remember where the interview was or who it was with, but they were asking her about, like, Taylor Swift had just endorsed Kamala. And we're asking Chappell, like, oh, are you going to do an endorsement? And instead of being like, oh, I don't think like celebrities should provide endorsements or something normal, she starts popping off about how both sides are like have problems and stuff like that.
Which is, by the way, a very obvious take.
No shit.
We can all agree on that. But like, just be better press ready.
Have a team who's like, hey, you can make a statement that's not going to make national headlines.
Right. As
being like, everyone afterwards was like, wait, does she saying she supports Trump? And listen, whether you support Trump or not, I think we can all agree that the LGBTQ community is probably not going to be going into that group. Right. And so then they were like, well, what
does she stand for?
What does she stand for?
Yeah.
And she was very mad at the Democrats for like the Israel stuff.
Yep.
Is really what it comes down to.
That's what I surmised, but I don't know, maybe it's more things, who fucking knows.
Probably other things too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I agree. And I'm not saying like you need to endorse them, but just it was a weird statement and it felt very. Then she like tripled and doubled and tripled down on her TikTok. The wrong place to deal with this. You're a global superstar. Do the Taylor Swift route. Nice little note on an Instagram story at the end.
Don't make TikToks, that kind of thing. Actually, you know what? Is Taylor Swift even on TikTok?
She's used to be. But now she's removed herself from all of those different things. And I don't blame her. She's a fucking Fortune 500 company.
You can't have access to me. You can't have access to every fleeting opinion that I have.
You have so much access to them through their art.
You have tons of access to us. We're nobodies.
Oh, yeah, we're right here.
Yeah, I got nothing important to say.
Give me a call.
Let's
chat.
But yeah, that TikTok, she just seemed like she was spiraling. I felt badly for her when I was watching it because I was like, oh, she's like trying to defend herself, and I just know how the internet and how people work and people. Oh, just so sad.
And she's 25. She's a 25-year-old
she might be
white girl,
26, but still,
whatever, like in that range, lives in West Hollywood and has been doing singing her whole life. Like, You're not a political strategist. It's okay. You
fine.
don't need to be.
Yeah.
But you're acting. You sound awful right now. She sounded very spoiled. I hate to say it, but I was just like, okay,
it's true.
this is not making me a bigger fan of you.
Yeah, I know. She was trying to play like the lawyer for herself and like defend her stuff, which I can understand. I can appreciate wanting to defend your stance and like being like, you guys misinterpreted X and blah blah blah. I totally get that. But yeah, I mean, it was obviously the wrong move, and people fucking took that and ran.
Oh my god,
they
ripped her apart.
Yeah,
ripped her apart, and then she pulls out of more concerts like the day before they were supposed to happen, citing the mental health issues from the whole thing. And then SNL. So bringing us back to where we all started, how does Moo Deng fit into the Chappell Roan story?
Right.
Bowen Yang, who actually interestingly had done an interview with Chappell Roan a few weeks prior.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
and
wonder
she
if
was
she's
like,
hurt by that.
I'm sure she is.
Yeah,
I know, which
yeah.
I feel kind of bad about, but also, I don't know. Listen,
Yeah.
all right, sorry guys, you're playing the game.
Right.
But Bowen Yang he puts on this baby pygmy hippo suit.
Which is so funny. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, I mean the costume department fucking working hard.
They nailed it.
And he does this entire Weekend Update segment where he's playing Moo Deng as Chappell Roan, as like a diva who's like overwhelmed by the media frenzy around her fame.
It is kind of insane that like she was just a relatively unknown singer, at least to me anyway. Maybe you guys are at home being like, what? But at least
I
to me,
kind of don't think that the people listening to this podcast are like
that. Yeah.
Like on the chat. I don't know. Do you guys listen to Chappell Roan?
Probably. I feel like everyone listens to Chappell Roan.
Now they listen to it, but I don't think they'd be like, we discovered her.
But she
like in the indie queer,
I wouldn't think
trenches.
So, but who
maybe
knows?
I don't know. That'd be cool. Oh my god,
that would be cool. But anyway,
Be an honor.
she is so new to this, and I think like where people get mixed up is like, I'm just saying this as somebody who's like witnessed people that are famous, either my husband or my husband's friends. Like I know people that, not well, but I've interacted with famous people before. And I think people are like, oh, she signed up for this. And it's like, no, she signed up to be a singer, and you don't really know what it feels like to not be able to go outside without people hounding you until it's happening. You don't really know what it feels like to have voices online telling you who you are that don't know you. And it's a really jarring, insane feeling. And so I don't know, I feel like I have a unique perspective on it just because a lot of people are like so almost like excited to shit on her. Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, this poor girl. Like, because you're just catapulted into this thing and there's no going back from it, and it's really fucking terrible.
I do feel bad for her. I mean, she had like that must be something that's difficult. I will on the flip side say though that she's like kind of watched this all occur to other people. You know, she's been in this industry for a while.
That's true.
Like she's not 19. Like for kids, especially when they're really young and it happens, I'm like, okay. Right. But I'm like, okay, well.
And like didn't she know like Taylor Swift and all them? Like she knows them.
I'm pretty sure they're all kind of in that same scene.
I do think like I remember I saw something. I was like some glancing article or TikTok or whatever that I came across where she was like, it was so nice speaking to Sabrina Carpenter because we're going through a similar skyrocket into fame.
Yes.
And so they've probably commiserated before, like, this is fucking weird. This is not true. It's like an article in like LA Times or whatever. It's like, this never fucking happened. And these people are saying this about me and blah, blah, blah. So it's just weird.
Yeah. But yeah, I think my advice to you, Chappell Roan, is get off TikTok. No more making TikToks. It's not helping you out.
I think you just have to concede that like your agency as a individual citizen of this country. Yeah. Like you can't be like sharing your opinions and stuff. You got to just go full, I'm a singer. This is my job. Enjoy my music and God bless. And good night.
Or if you do decide to do that, recognize that it's going to be really stressful and extremely stressful.
It's such a crazy part of being a celebrity these days. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
at least she's getting like paid. I feel sometimes it's like weird for the people who are just influencers online. And I know that you can make money as an influencer, but it's not like the Chappell Roan money, you know?
No.
Where I'm like, you've given up all shred of your privacy in every way, and you're not even getting a fat fucking check.
That's why I have
make sense.
Yeah, like I try not to judge others, but I do judge the fuck out of mommy bloggers.
We should do an entire episode on them.
Yeah, we should.
That's one of the things I feel like in 20 years will be illegal.
It should be, because you know what? Like, it's one thing to put yourself out there and invite hate. Like, every time I even, this is like the smallest scale ever, but I feel like every time I post a clip, I'm like, I am inviting hatred into my life.
Oh, yes.
Let's go. And so to be inviting hatred into your home, into your family, like, that is fucking nuts to me.
Yep. No,
Nuts.
I hear you. And also the kid can't consent to it. I think
No.
that's what we're going to really realize later on is like the children are like,
Yeah.
I don't get to sign off on this.
No fucking way I'm putting my baby on the internet. No way.
No, you shouldn't.
So if you want to see what he looks like, you'll have to run into us in person.
You have to go look for the melting pumpkins.
You're going to have to look for the melting pumpkins, and you're going to have to run into us at our undisclosed Brooklyn neighborhood.
Yeah. Start looking.
Yeah.
It's a big burrow.
If you see a small child that goes, hey, hey, that's probably my son.
That's so funny.
Yeah, poor Chappell.
Poor Moo Deng.
Yeah, poor Moo Deng. I feel like there's certain people that can deal with it. And like, for instance, this is like an extreme case, but like Britney Spears famously was not able to. I mean, she had a lot of factors going on. We did a whole episode on it, but she it really was just not working with like her brain chemistry, her body chemistry, and like, look what it's just like. It's just not a good situation that happened. And then there's certain people like Taylor Swift, seems to be anyway, taking it in really good stride.
But I think what's important with her is she's recognized that she needs to pull back. And frankly, Beyonce is another example of that, where they're like, all right, you're going to get the pieces of me that are approved.
Oh my God, by the way, with the P. Diddy stuff, I sent you a few of those crazy conspiracy theories.
Oh, I know.
People are going insane.
We're going to do more updates as this all goes down.
Yeah.
P. Diddy is still sitting, as of us recording, near juniors. Just in jail by juniors.
So, yeah, people online, I've been seeing these insane rumors that Beyonce has murdered a few people, including Aaliyah and including Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
There's no way, dude.
And
no way.
Reason that, of course not, but the reason that Kanye, imagine if I was like, no, Laura, it's true. But the reason that Kanye stepped in and famously gave Beyonce credit while Taylor Swift was accepting the award is because he thought that Beyonce was going to murder Taylor. That's what everyone's saying. I'm like,
oh my God.
These people and these celebrity worshipers are fucking nuts.
I love these conspiracy theories.
I know.
So Kanye saved Taylor.
Yeah, Kanye saved Taylor.
Wow. What a guy.
I know.
He is the good guy.
I have to say, this is somebody who is owed a redemption arc. Hailey Bieber.
Yeah?
Hailey Bieber. Yes.
Who the fuck is Hailey Bieber?
Justin Bieber's wife. Hailey Bieber. She owns
the Baldwin.
Yeah.
Formerly.
Yeah, formerly Baldwin.
Sorry, I don't. Yeah. I haven't translated her name in my brain yet.
Okay. So, yeah, she has been famously getting like tons of hate because, all the Selena fans from this is like 10 years ago that he was dating Selena, and people have hated her
a decade
for years and years and years. And like, they've been, had paparazzi photos where he looks upset and it's like, it's because he's with her. And everyone's blaming her for everything. She's cried several times on camera. Like, I remember watching some award show footage where like they started yelling Selena at them and she just started crying and then gets her sunglasses and puts them on.
Oh, poor
and I was
thing.
like, that's so upsetting. But
she's
now,
done nothing but be snatched.
And yeah, she's been snatched and looking fucking amazing and doing
and everyone's like,
beautiful makeup line. Yeah.
Boo.
So I think now that we know a little bit more details about his relationship with Diddy and, what he's been through as a person, she's just been like a rock for him. And a lot of the photos of him crying are probably related to past trauma. And she's been the wife that's standing by. It's like, we owe this woman an award.
An apology arc.
We owe her an apology.
Well, let's put it out there. Internet, do your thing.
Yeah. We're very sorry, Hailey Bieber.
We're very sorry, Hailey Bieber. Keep making your lovely makeup line that I've never used, but I'm sure
Road.
it's nice. Road.
It's pretty good. Actually, you know what I love about their makeup line is
What?
that they have these things you can attach to the back of your phone and you can like slip your lip gloss into it. So it's
that's nice.
very smart.
That's cute. And she has a baby.
Yeah, baby Jack.
Yeah, look, one day ago, Justin Bieber looks gaunt as wife Hailey protectively leads him out of wedding anniversary dinner amid health fears as more Diddy shock claims emerge. He doesn't look that gaunt.
He doesn't look that gaunt.
He looks fine. He looks like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
She looks great.
She's beautiful.
Goddamn.
So, okay. So
well, there's a celebrity gossip update.
Speaking of other celebrities, John Bon Jovi You guys might have seen this. I thought this was just like a fun feel-good story to share. So he actually was praised by police for helping a woman in distress who was on the ledge of a bridge in Nashville, Tennessee on Tuesday night.
Wow.
Because I think this was actually in September, but whatever. But anyway.
Can you imagine?
No.
You're having arguably the worst day of your life.
Arguably,
clearly.
for sure.
Like, actually, I guess canonically the worst day of your life. It's
You're about
driven
to
you to that
end
point.
your life.
And literal John Bon Jovi walks up.
And saves you.
That's amazing. How did
I
he do
know.
it? What did he...
He basically, I think he was like filming something down there, and they noticed this woman who was on the outside ledge.
Wow.
And he just went down there, and I don't know what the words he said. I don't know what he used, but
Sang to her?
serenaded her and got her off there. You know what I also love about John Bon Jovi is that he's been with the same wife for like 30 years or something.
That's all you got to do nowadays.
It is.
If you're just with the same woman for enough time, I'm like, it's a good guy.
Absolutely. I have a joke about that.
It's a good guy. Women, you're like, expect them. Or like, you're like, you better be a humanitarian. And the guys, I'm like, no, that's all you need to do. One thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay, so that was one story I had. I just have a few quick ones. I also had a story about the governor of New Hampshire actually saved somebody that was choking in a lobster roll eating contest, which is the most New England thing ever. I'll
That
play
really
you a little
is.
video. Hold on.
Also, I think eating lobster, that's the most expensive eating contest.
Truly.
Lobster rolls are like $25.
Oh, these fucking ads.
If not more. I love a lobster roll.
Me too. I haven't had a good one in a long time.
Oh, all summer long, that's all I did was hunt for lobster rolls across New England.
It used to be my dream to open up a lobster roll, clam chowder, and Stuffies place in New York, but that's like so niche.
It is. It would do well, though. I bet it would do well in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
But also then you'd have to be a restaurant owner in New York, which sounds horrifying.
It does sound horrifying. Wait, so this guy starts choking. There he is. And then the governor of New Hampshire steps in and starts doing the Heimlich on him.
Oh my God.
And saves his life.
Wow.
I know.
All these prominent people keep saving people. Speaking of which, when I was in Colorado with Matt's family, I was sitting, like I had to like work. So I was in the kitchen with his mom who was eating and she started choking while I was just working there and everybody else was asleep. And I was like, and she's this like 85-pound old woman.
So what did you do?
I went and I tried to give her the Heimlich and then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to break her ribs. Like, I don't really know exactly how to give.
that's kind of part of it sometimes.
I think possibly. Like,
Yeah.
I think you were supposed to go here and like pull up. So I like tried to do that and I did like one or two. And then I was like, I might seriously injure this lady. And so I slammed like the bedroom door open and I like got him and his brother up. And then Matt came and did the Heimlich. Because I was like, if anyone's going to break, I'm not going to break my future Jewish mother-in-law's ribs.
You had to throw in Jewish.
Yeah. She would fuck me up. I would also never hear the end of it.
She would complain forever.
Remember when Laura beat the shit out of him? Laura broke my ribs.
Oh my God. So did something like come flying out of her mouth?
It didn't go like flying, but like I guess she like coughed it up or whatever. Like,
holy shit.
it was nuts.
I can't believe you didn't tell me about that.
I think I don't know. Maybe I did.
I guess not.
I didn't like emphasize it nearly enough, but it was crazy.
Yeah. No,
Also, his brother, Andrew, never woke up. Just
What?
stayed in bed. Yeah. I was like, bitch, your mom's dying.
Your mom is going to die.
Get out here. He's like,
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous.
He's like, this is a weird dream. Like, shh. But Matt came. He was able to successfully save her life. But I was the first up on saving her life. And I didn't break any of her ribs, so you can't say I did, Anne.
Well, I actually just bought a bunch of choking little masks things that you like. You go like this, and it just like suctions it out like a.
Oh, that's great.
Like a I don't know what you call
like
it.
a vacuum.
No, like
kind of like a face vacuum.
Like a face vacuum, but it's like a plunger.
Could you do that? Could you
plunger for your face.
Put your mouth on like a vacuum and just start it like a.
Oh yeah, I guess why not, right?
There you
Problem
guys. There you
solved.
go.
Shouldn't have bought this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But
you pull up the Roomba and you're like,
yeah. But anyway, yeah, I saw all these fucking TikToks about moms like trying to like do the Heimlich and like trying to pat things out of
On the
kids' back on the
baby.
baby.
See,
So
that
I
was
have-
what
I have a baby one.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they're so little, and like she's, old people like you're starting to just get just brittle. I was like, I could absolutely snap her.
I know.
And I really don't want to do that. This morning I have a meeting.
You got osteoporosis and shit, lady.
I don't want to be breaking this lady, but also I don't want her to choke. What do I do?
I should probably be taking calcium pills or something. So my mom has either osteoporosis or pre-osteoporosis, and she's always been insane about taking calcium, and she's still got it. So I'm like, well,
okay.
Should probably do that.
Yeah, you should probably get on those. Drink some milk.
Okay, so last one I have is, was your mom obsessed with giving you calcium when you were growing up?
No.
I think that was like a trend. I was my mom was always giving us calcium chews.
Oh, I did get like the chocolate ones.
Chocolate ones.
Yeah, we did have those. But I think my mom didn't let us drink milk. So she was against the calcium trend on that side.
Oh,
she said milk is for baby cows.
We drank so much milk.
All Americans did.
Yeah.
But us, we were not allowed.
I mean, I
was like, I'm all set. This is like a meal.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Okay, so the last one I have is in Maine, in Skowhegan, Maine. A man convicted of assaulting a child tried to flee a courthouse in Maine, but 2 jurors and a detective foiled the escape attempt and held him in like citizen's arrest.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
Wow, those jurors cared. They were like, we'll finish this case today.
We are going to finish this case.
Get the fuck back in there.
So Nicholas Carter, 31, on Wednesday ran out of the courthouse in Skowhegan while handcuffed, and he was found guilty of aggravated assault against a 14-month-old child.
Oh, God. A 14-month-old child?
Yeah. So that's
So he beat a kid up.
1 year and
2 months.
2-month-old baby.
Oh my
a baby.
God.
It wasn't a child. It was a baby.
Beat up a baby.
He beat up a baby. Yes.
And then tried to run off from the law.
Yep.
All right. Well, guilty. This jury says guilty.
This jury says guilty. I've been on like a little bit of a she-male man hater kick in this story. It doesn't help me.
I think you kind of have to be when you're pregnant.
I think so.
I think that your body just being like fundamentally like, hey, just make sure you keep away these guys who are going to beat your baby up.
Crazy.
Because some guys, not all guys, but occasionally guys will come beat your baby up.
I will beat.
This is wild.
I know. This is crazy. This footage. If I got my hands on that man, ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Boom. They're like, okay, well, that was also assault.
I'm like, okay, but mine was justified.
Yeah. They're like, I mean, it's still legal.
I'm not a 1-year-old baby.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There he goes. He's in the hall. Or in the parking lot. Pull him back. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad they got him and they were able to finally get their jury duty finished up. Which, speaking of which, have you done jury duty recently?
No, I have not.
Oh, hopefully you get to do some down here in Brooklyn. It's a good time.
Oh, no, thanks. I don't want to do that at all.
I did mine like 3 years ago, so I guess I'm probably due again in a couple of years.
I've never gone. I just ignore.
They really no, they'll fucking get you. They'll get you.
I just don't go and nothing's ever happened. I also like famously sometimes don't pay my taxes and nothing's ever happened.
Oh no. We're gonna take that part out.
I do vote. That's the only thing I do.
Yeah, you're like, I do live here. Just so you guys know, I'm living here, but I'm not doing any of that other shit.
I'm not gonna do jury duty. I'm not gonna do it.
Well,
so
okay. Last thing, I mentioned this in the intro, so I needed to close the loop on this, so you guys are not like, what was that? What was that she brought up? And then she never told us why people are having air rage incidents. This is just trending on Reddit. So I think it was actually from a 2016 study, but like people are talking about it right now, where the study found that having a first class section on an airplane quadruples.
Wow, that's a big jump.
The chance of an air rage incident. That's a lot.
That is.
That is more.
Wow.
That's more than one time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And furthermore, when you load the economy passengers and walk them through first class, that more than doubles the chances again. So octuples the chances of an air rage incident.
I assume it's because people have like fragile egos, obviously. I guess it's subconsciously or whatever. But it's funny that I never even considered first class as an option for me, ever.
Yeah.
Like in my life, I'm just like, obviously I'm never gonna fly first class. Like I'm
Again, you also fly. People don't buy first class tickets. They just get upgraded because they have no life. And
I've never gotten.
Are you not putting your Sky Mile numbers on?
I get upgraded to Comfort Plus sometimes.
Oh yeah,
but
Comfort Plus is nice.
But like first class has never happened to me.
Oh come on!
I took one first class flight in my entire life, and it was from LA to Australia, and that was so fucking worth it.
That's a good one.
It was a
That's
good one.
absolutely
That was
a good one.
really good one.
I think Matt and I are just like very diligent about making sure we do Delta as much as possible.
Yeah.
So then they'll bump us up on occasion. Mm-hmm. Sometimes if you fly down to
First
Austin,
class, they bump you up. Wow.
Sometimes they'll give you a meal. It's pretty nice.
Actually, I'm lying
and
to you
that's why
guys.
people are getting pissed because they see my ass up there just looking at them like corporate lady.
I actually did fly to my wedding in New Orleans first class, and Harry Connick Jr. was also
that's a cool one.
in first class, and he was like, they came around with the meals, and he was like, and I was like, whoa, he's rich.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? That's free.
I
You don't
was
have
like,
to pay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Did you know that's not for? They're not gonna ask for you more money for
They're
that.
not gonna ask for more money. Do you know that?
That's fine.
But I was like, that is like fucking wealthy when you're.
Oh yeah.
When you're first class and you're
declining the
declining
meals,
it. No, thanks, I'm full.
Absolutely not.
That's insane.
That's why the people saw that happen and they go to the back and they fight people
yeah.
because
They're like, Harry Connick Jr. didn't need his fucking pasta primavera.
I'm gonna go beat the shit out of someone.
Yep. Oh my god.
Are you? Oh wow, that would be the perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna ruin it. Oh no! I'm so close to sneezing.
Damn it! That would have been the perfect callback, but you didn't.
I just made the weirdest face.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
goes, I'll make that the clip for this one.
you guys, hope you enjoyed our feel good episode. We've been talking a lot about Diddy and sad stuff, so
Yeah, we
we just need a little palate cleanser for ourselves, and maybe for you guys to have an uplifting time during the election times, which are always so tense and awkward and boo. And also for everyone, both sides, every side. Not to sound like Chappell Roan, but for real.
This is not the year for Sober October, okay?
Not the year for
This
Sober
is
October.
not an appropriate time for Sober October.
Fucking never is. Can I tell you that? It
No.
never is. Like, get yourself a mulled wine and watch some spooky stories. That's
The
what October's about. The end.
end.
Please, you guys, it would mean so much to us if you would just like and subscribe to our podcast on YouTube. That is where we're trying to get the most traction as YouTube, to be quite frank with you. So send out that link
but
with
we
everybody.
do love if you're still listening to the audio, so we do appreciate
Yes.
you guys as well.
Just
but
make sure you sub.
just throw that sub on there anyway.
Go ahead and toss that sub on there. Please follow me at May_Planert.
And me at Laura Sogar and the pod Risque Business News, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.